will.
Hey, bro.
How are you? Miss Billy, you good? All right.
Did Tanya tell you about the dream I had?
Hold on, come on. Hello, hello. Turn it up just a little bit. All right. It's time to get started with night 3. Are y'all ready for VBS? Smaller crowd tonight. One more time. Y'all ready for VBS? Everybody on their feet. We're counting down to blast off first. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Here we go. Booster, booster, be a booster. Don't be grouchy like a rooster. Booster, booster, be a booster and boost our Bible school. One more time, nice and loud. Booster, booster, be a booster. Don't be grouchy like a rooster. Booster, booster, be a booster and boost our Bible school. Very good. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. And wide, and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And wide, and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And there's a fountain flowing and there's a fountain flowing and there's a flowing and there's a flowing and there's a there's a sing it out. Deep and wide. Come on.
Deep and wide.
There's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide. Deep and wide. There's a fountain flowing deep and wide. There's a sea. There's a sea. There's a sea of Galilee. There's a sea. There's a sea. There's a sea of Galilee. There's a sea. There's a sea. There's a sea of Galilee, and there's a boat in the sea of Galilee. There's a boat in the sea of Galilee. There's a boat, there's a boat, there's a boat in the sea of Galilee, and there are men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are men, there are men, there are men in the boat in the sea of Galilee, and there are hands on the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are hands on the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are hands, there are hands, there are hands on the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee, and there are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are nets, there are nets, there are nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee, and there are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. There are fish, there are fish, there are fish in the nets in the hands of the men in the boat in the sea of Galilee. Very good. My head my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes. They
all belong to Jesus.
My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, they all belong to Jesus. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, they all belong to Jesus. My head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, my head, my shoulders, my knees, my toes, they all belong to Jesus.
I think we go faster.
No, it's not going to be adjusted. I'm going to bring it back.
Faster?
I'll take a
You ready? 1, 2, 3. My head, shoulder, knee, toes, head, shoulder, knee, toes, head, shoulder, knee, toes. They all belong to Jesus. Very good. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now this is my favorite VBS song. We will not say yes, sir, quietly. 1, 2, 3, say yes, sir. 1, 2, 3. Yes, sir. Very good. Here we go. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. Good. I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yeah! I'm in the Lord's army. Yeah! Louder! I'm in the Lord's army. Yeah! Good. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yeah! All right, arms right by your side. Stiff as a board. You're now a robot. Here we go. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Hoo-ah! I'm in the Lord's army. Hoo-ah! Very good. I'm in the Lord's army. Hoo-ah! I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly over the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Hoo-ah! Very good. All right, one more, then we'll get to our skit. You ready? Let's see. Do a hippo. Let's go. You ready?
In the beginning, God made the sea
and the forest filled with trees, placed the mountains up so high. At the top he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. And in the middle he had some fun when he made that hippo that weighs a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us.
Y'all think we can go faster than that? You ready, Braden? In the beginning, God made the sea and the forest filled with trees, placed the mountains up so high. At the top, he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In the middle, he had some fun. Made a hippo that weighs a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Faster?
One more time, baby.
All right, we're going super fast. Y'all ready? In the beginning, God made the sea and the forest filled with trees, placed the mountains up so high. At the top, God placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In the middle, he had some fun when he made a hippo that weighed a ton. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us.
Very good. seat. Are you ready for a skit? I don't believe you. Are you ready for a skit? Very good. Okay, before we do this skit, I need to tell you something very important. At some point, there may be somebody who runs from the back to the front really, really fast. So I need everybody to stay seated until the skit is over. Can we do that? Can we do that? All right. Justin's going to kick us off. On the count of 3, you're going to yell what? All right. Do it to it.
Are you ready?
Good evening. When we left our crew, they were in a state of emergency.
Warning, warning. You have 10 minutes to fix the ventilation, or the entire system will shut down. Warning, warning.
What is going on? Can someone please tell me what in the world's happening?
Are we under attack, sir?
No, the ventilation system is crashing. In 10 minutes, we won't have any more fresh air.
Look, I need all the crew on the bridge now. Matthew, give me the Admiral.
All crew report to the bridge immediately.
Admiral, can you hear me? I don't know what's happened. 1 minute, we're fine. The next minute, we have all these warnings going off.
Well, find out what happened and do it quickly. You don't have much time.
Look.
What is this?
It looks like some sort of plant.
Look, I can see that it's a plant, but where did it come from? What is it?
It looks like the species of peach tree.
I've never seen a peach tree look like that.
That's because it's not a normal peach tree. It's growing in space in the biology of the plant. It's changed by the minute because it is in an unknown environment.
What?
In English, please.
It ain't growing where it's supposed to, so it ain't growing like a normal tree.
Well, look, who is responsible for this?
I know. It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick.
Matthew, this is no time for jokes.
No, sir, it was me. I planted the peach tree.
At 2, Jude? But why?
You were talking about how much you miss Peaches. You were even singing the Peaches song. I just wanted to make you happy, sir. Just wanted to have a better relationship with you.
But Judas, you know the rules. You made the choice and it's put all our lives in danger. I need you to go get that plant now.
So, how do we fix this? Can we defeat the plant?
What do you think, Simons?
Well, I've seen a few movies about outer space, and I know how you beat everything to aliens to strange things. You challenge it to a basketball game. Does anyone know Michael Jordan? I need a phone number for LeBron James.
What are you talking about? I can't dunk. That'll never work.
How did you become a weapon specialist?
Because I'm an alien expert, and I know how to fight them outside the ship, but not inside.
Oh, okay. So how would we fight them outside the ship?
With our photon torpedoes!
Okay. So could we use that inside the ship?
No, 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 no. We'd be blown to itty-bitty pieces.
Billy, you're our botanist, plant expert. What is this? How do we kill it?
Well, sir, you have to take away one of the things that needs to live.
And what are those?
Water, air, and light.
Well, we need all those things to live too, so we can't just take all those things away from the ship.
Look, we can't take it away from the ship, but there is no water in space. If we get the plant far enough away from our water system, it should die. That would fix the air filtration system, right, Matthew?
If we can get the plant out before the clock hits 0, it should work, but how do we get it out of the ship?
We should call the Avengers.
The who?
The Avengers.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
What is happening?
Oh my gosh! Dang! Dang!
Not again.
but we still got to get him outside.
But you heard the rules for mission control. If we go outside, we don't come back.
I know. But it's a sacrifice that we're going to have to make for everyone else on this ship.
So how do we decide who goes?
Well, the only fair thing that I know to do is to draw straws. Thomas, go get the straws. All right, so whoever gets the red painted straw, that's the one that's got to go on the long walk. Thomas has the straws. I'll call your name. You go pick it out. Let's go. Miss Peters? Mr. Andrews? Mr. James? Mr. John? Miss Phillips? Mr. Thomas? Mr. Matthews? Miss Bartholomew? Dr. Marks? Miss Simons? Senor Thaddeus? Miss Judas? All right, everyone. Reveal your straw. I'm sorry, Thomas. Take a moment and say goodbye to everyone.
Miners. Tell me you see any aliens in space. Oh, wait.
I touch a blind.
Miners. They're mine. Show your wish.
Well, sir, I think that's all. I've said all my goodbyes, and I can't think of anything else I need to do.
Thomas, you're my second in command. And even though you've doubted me at times, I love you. And I've trusted you with everything. So I just need you to do one more thing for me. Before you go, I've written out some rules here. I need you to read them before you take off.
Yes, sir.
And Thomas,
Sir?
take care of them for me.
Crisis averted. Ventilation system has been saved.
What are we supposed to do now?
Why would he do that?
Because he loves you, and he loves the crew.
Who are you?
That's not
Where'd you
important.
come from?
That's not important. The commander's come to love and respect you and the crew. He didn't want you or anyone else to suffer for things that were done wrong on the ship, so he sacrificed himself to save you.
But I still don't understand.
Did you ever learn about Jesus?
Yeah, I mean, he's God's son.
That's right. After Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, people started becoming worse and worse. God knew that it would be impossible for everyone to be with him in heaven someday, so he sent his son Jesus. Jesus was very special. He came to earth to teach us all how to live following God's rules. Then he was willing to sacrifice himself for all of us for the forgiveness of our sins.
You know, I think I remember some of that from Sunday school. Jesus came and he died for our sins, so we can live with him in heaven one day.
Yep,
Right?
we all have the chance to go to heaven someday and live with God, because Jesus died for all the people of the world, the people who lived back then and the people who live today. The commander knew it would be impossible for you to be saved, so he sacrificed himself so that you and the rest of the crew could live.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just not right. I have to go and try and save him.
No, remember, you can't leave the ship. But I can. I'm not exactly a member of this crew.
Are you an angel?
Yes, I am. Let me see if I can find him.
And then the angel walked out of the ship's doors. No one else saw or heard her leave. As the crew waited around trying to figure out what to do next, they heard a knock at the door.
What was that? Who could be at the door?
It's the commander.
It can't be. How did he get back?
Somebody help! Dr. Mark, quick, come help!
This is unbelievable. He's not dead.
What do you mean he's not dead? He sure looks dead to me.
He's not all the way dead. He's just mostly dead.
Mostly dead? What does that even mean?
I don't know how or why, but
but his heart is still beating. He is going to need a lot of care and rest. His body was without air for a long time, and he was exposed to the extreme cold of space. The commander needs to be put to sleep until I can check his vitals and wake him back up safely.
So what happens until then?
Lieutenant Thomas, you are the second in command. The ship and all the people in it are now under your command until the commander's awake.
I understand. He sacrificed himself for us, for this crew. We need to do better. We need to get this ship into the best shape it can be. Judas, no more growing plants. And that goes for every single one of you. Matthew, give me the admiral. That's the good news and the bad. You're going to want to sit down for this one.
So, Dr. Mark took care of the commander, and the rest of the crew took care of the ship. The crew tried very hard from then on to follow all the rules and do the best they could to work together and live the way the commander would have wanted. Thanks for coming. Until we meet again tomorrow, have a great night.
What?
Megan, we loved it.